Hello and welcome to Primal Nightmare, your source for horror movie reviews. The Bay. So The Bay is the story of the small community who is hit with a parasite epidemic, and they have to survive it. This is a found footage movie, but it's very different from most modern found footage movies because it's told from different perspectives. There's different news coverages and found footage films. It's basically from around the whole town, and I really like that. There was a good, refreshing take on the found footage genre. It's a collective footage, not one source but multiple. One good thing I noticed about this movie is that it's compelling, which means it's quite smart. It knows what it sets out to do. There's good pacing. Props to the editing, because without the editing, this movie would have failed. But it keeps you on the edge of your seat thanks to the pacing and the editing. So, to the editors, great job. One strange thing about this movie, though, it was directed by Oscar winner Barry Levinson, the guy who did Rain Man. Yeah. Well, besides that, I think he did a good job directing, yeah. There were a few, really scary moments in the movie, mostly towards the last half an hour of the movie. Like, for example, there's a scene where this guy's face is completely eaten off and you can see his skull, but his eyes are still moving. That just got under my skin. I did have a few gripes with the movie. It could have been much scarier given the found footage style it was going for. There were a lot of moments fell flat, and I wish some scares could have been added there. Another thing also is that they introduced this whole parasite epidemic to be quite big, and unfortunately the payoff isn't quite as appealing as one might expect, so it wasn't as ambitious as I wanted it to be. However, the concept is pretty cool, but it's not fully realized, and that's one of the gripes I have, but it doesn't really affect the overall entertainment factor of this movie. The Bay is a different take on the found footage genre, and that is always welcome. It's compelling and smart. There are a couple of good scares. I wish it was a little more ambitious and big on concept. I'm gonna give The Bay 4 out of 6 with scare meter on Shivers. If you like this video, please subscribe. If you would like to request a movie for us to review, please leave it in the comment box below.